Some performances are remembered because they are technically flawless. Others stay with us because they make us feel something real. Hannah Harper's moving rendition of "You're Still the One," originally made famous by Shania Twain, belongs to the second category. While her performance on the American Idol stage showcased a beautiful voice, it was the honesty in her delivery that truly connected with listeners. On the same day, football fans found themselves captivated by another kind of performance as Osasuna faced Atlético Madrid in a match filled with determination, tactical battles, and emotional intensity. Although music and football seem like completely different worlds, they often tell the same story. Both celebrate hope, resilience, passion, and the courage to keep believing even when the odds are difficult. Hannah Harper's interpretation of the beloved country classic reminded audiences why timeless songs continue to inspire generation after generation. Instead of trying to imitate Shania Twain's legendary version, Hannah brought her own personality to the performance. Her gentle vocal approach, expressive phrasing, and sincere stage presence transformed a familiar song into something that felt fresh while still respecting the original. The opening verse immediately established a calm atmosphere. Rather than relying on dramatic vocal runs, Hannah allowed every lyric to breathe naturally. Her confidence came from emotional storytelling instead of vocal gymnastics, proving that sometimes simplicity can be more powerful than complexity. As the chorus arrived, her voice grew stronger without losing its warmth. The lyrics about lasting love resonated not only because of the melody but because Hannah seemed to understand every word she was singing. Viewers could sense that she wasn't simply performing a hit song, she was sharing an emotional experience. One of the reasons "You're Still the One" remains one of country music's greatest love songs is its universal message. Everyone has experienced relationships that survive challenges, friendships that stand the test of time, or dreams that remain alive despite countless obstacles. Hannah captured that universal feeling beautifully. Meanwhile, on the football pitch, Osasuna and Atlético Madrid were writing their own emotional narrative. Every tackle, every sprint, every pass reflected months of preparation and determination. Football is often described as a game of tactics, but at its heart, it is also a game of emotion. Osasuna entered the contest eager to prove themselves against one of Spain's strongest clubs. Their players displayed courage from the opening whistle, pressing aggressively and refusing to be intimidated by Atletico's reputation. The home supporters created an electric atmosphere, filling the stadium with chants that echoed throughout every minute of the match. Atletico Madrid, known for discipline, defensive organization, and clinical attacking football, approached the match with patience. Their experienced players understood that difficult away matches require concentration and composure. Instead of rushing forward recklessly, they carefully controlled possession while waiting for opportunities to exploit defensive gaps. The contrast between the two teams created an exciting spectacle. Osasuna represented fearless ambition. Atletico symbolized experience and tactical maturity. Together, they produced a contest that demonstrated why La Liga continues to attract football fans from around the world. Interestingly, Hannah Harper's performance and the football match shared several surprising similarities. First, both demanded confidence under pressure. Standing alone on the American Idol stage in front of judges, cameras, and millions of viewers is incredibly intimidating. Every note matters. Every expression is examined closely. Likewise, stepping onto a football field with thousands of spectators watching requires enormous mental strength. Second, both relied on teamwork, even when one performer appears to stand alone. Although Hannah was the visible star during her performance, musicians, vocal coaches, producers, and countless backstage professionals contributed to the final presentation. Similarly, even football's brightest stars depend on teammates to create opportunities and protect leads. Third, both celebrated authenticity. Hannah succeeded because she remained true to herself rather than trying to become another Shania Twain. Osasuna earned admiration by playing with courage and identity instead of abandoning their style against a stronger opponent. The emotional power of live entertainment cannot be underestimated. Whether it is a singer standing beneath bright stage lights or footballers competing inside a packed stadium, audiences crave authenticity more than perfection. Throughout Hannah's performance, subtle facial expressions communicated emotions that words alone could never describe. A small smile during hopeful lyrics, a thoughtful pause before an important phrase, and gentle eye contact with the audience created intimacy rarely achieved in televised performances. Likewise, football tells stories without dialogue. A determined captain encouraging teammates after conceding a goal, supporters applauding relentless effort, or players embracing after the final whistle all communicate powerful emotions beyond statistics. Music and sport also share another important characteristic: they unite strangers. A single song can bring together people from different countries, languages, and backgrounds. Everyone interprets music differently, yet emotional melodies create shared experiences. Football does exactly the same. Fans wearing different colors may passionately support opposing clubs, but they all appreciate unforgettable moments of brilliance, dramatic goals, and displays of sportsmanship. Hannah Harper's performance demonstrated impressive vocal control throughout the song. She maintained consistent tone, avoided unnecessary exaggeration, and built emotional intensity naturally. Instead of overpowering every note, she understood the importance of restraint. That same balance often determines success in football. Teams cannot attack constantly without considering defensive responsibilities. Great managers know when to press aggressively and when to remain patient. As Osasuna searched for opportunities against Atlético Madrid, every tactical adjustment influenced the rhythm of the game. Momentum shifted repeatedly, keeping supporters emotionally invested from beginning to end. Another fascinating connection between music and football is preparation. Audiences usually witness only the final result. They rarely see the countless rehearsal hours behind a polished performance or the demanding training sessions that prepare footballers for 90 intense minutes. Hannah's confident stage presence reflected extensive practice. Every breath, every transition between verses, and every emotional highlight suggested careful preparation combined with natural talent. Similarly, football players spend countless hours improving fitness, studying opponents, rehearsing tactical systems, and strengthening team chemistry before stepping onto the field. Success rarely happens by accident. The American Idol journey itself represents resilience. Contestants face auditions, eliminations, criticism, and enormous expectations. Remaining composed throughout such pressure requires exceptional mental discipline. Football seasons present similar challenges. Injuries, disappointing defeats, fixture congestion, and intense media attention constantly test players' confidence. Those who continue believing despite setbacks often achieve the greatest rewards. One reason Hannah Harper attracted positive attention was her willingness to trust emotion over spectacle. Rather than transforming "You're Still the One" into an elaborate vocal showcase, she respected its gentle storytelling. That artistic decision demonstrated maturity beyond technical ability. Likewise, successful football teams understand that beautiful moments often emerge from intelligent decisions rather than unnecessary risk. The audience's reaction spoke volumes. Applause reflected appreciation not simply for vocal quality but for authenticity. Genuine performances inspire emotional responses because listeners recognize honesty when they hear it. Football crowds respond similarly. Supporters may forgive mistakes, but they always appreciate effort, determination, and commitment. Whether celebrating a perfectly timed tackle or applauding an inspiring musical performance, audiences instinctively recognize genuine passion. As the evening concluded, both Hannah Harper's performance and the Osasuna vs Atlético Madrid encounter left lasting impressions for different reasons. One reminded audiences of the timeless beauty found in classic love songs performed with sincerity. The other demonstrated the excitement, unpredictability, and emotional intensity that make football the world's most popular sport. Together, they illustrated an important truth. Life's greatest moments are rarely defined solely by winning or losing. Instead, they are remembered because of the emotions they create, the memories they inspire, and the connections they build between people. A heartfelt song can comfort someone facing difficult times. A thrilling football match can unite families, friends, and entire communities around shared excitement. Both forms of entertainment remind us why stories matter. Hannah Harper's interpretation of "You're Still the One" showcased not only vocal talent but also emotional intelligence. She respected a beloved classic while adding her own artistic identity, creating a performance that resonated with longtime fans and first-time listeners alike. Meanwhile, Osasuna and Atlético Madrid demonstrated the values that define elite sport: discipline, resilience, teamwork, ambition, and unwavering belief until the final whistle. Ultimately, whether someone leaves inspired by a beautiful melody or energized by 90 minutes of competitive football, the destination is remarkably similar. Both experiences encourage hope, celebrate perseverance, and remind us that unforgettable moments often arise when preparation meets passion. That is why music and football continue to capture hearts across the globe. They speak different languages, yet they tell the same timeless story, one of courage, dreams, dedication, and the extraordinary emotions that connect us all.